Hello and welcome to another edition of the Eternal Journey and that resolves. And today, for the second video, we're going to be taking a look at this Feln Witching Hour Mind Link deck. I did make some changes to it, so it's a little bit more similar to the Elysian deck we played last week, because I do think that Poaching Drake is generally quite good. And whoo boy, if this was transforming an enemy unit with cost 4 or less, then you know, maybe those cookbook decks wouldn't be so scary because you'd be able to boot both Statue Maiden and Vara. Maybe that'd be better. Although giving Primal like this effect that's a 4/3 flyer that kills, effectively kills Sandstorm type would probably be a little bit too much. But yeah, so the general idea of this deck is just to use stuff like Mind Link to make it so you're actually playing a lot of spells, because Mind Link will realistically draw you cards, especially if you get things like Polymorph and Rindra going. Just a bunch of like cheap 0 cost units, and well, the Rindra play himself for free. And then let's make sure Witching Hour really cheap. Now Witching Hour's chained really nice as well, so if your first one costs like 8, you play it, your next one costs 4, your next one costs 0. Sadly you can't put Witching Hour in the market because it only counts if it's in like your hand or deck. But yeah, I think that the main changes are made to this, because this originally was someone else's list. Very old school list with Scouting Party and Witching Hour in the same deck. But generally, I did a market along with the Poaching Drake, just so you've got a more consistent access to some of the things that you really want. Like, I think the substitute is probably fine. Something's a problem for you, just turn it into a dinosaur. You draw a dinosaur, you sort of at parry at that point. Rindra's Choice, just think that's generally good against like Scream, and it's even sort of okay against cookbook decks because it gets to kill like Rizans and stuff like that. Mind Link, just so we've got more access to it, because the games we've got it and the games we've not got it are just like really different. The games we've not got it, you just sort of like some rubbishy Feln mid-range deck, and the games you got it just like gets to really demoralise your opponent for these polymorphs are actually getting you some value. Then Rindra, just because not having to draw it naturally, you can also set this up like turn 3 Merchant, turn 4 Rain. Just very nice effect. And then Blast Guy, just, I mean, we've given our opponent a bunch of 1/1s because we don't have effects like Polymorph. And Agenda Merchant gives our opponent some X1, so later on we're just able to sweep them all up with the Blast Guy. So let's take this on a ladder and see what it can do, and see how owned our actual Masters ranking can get. Well, it's an open hand with Mind Link, so I do want to keep it, but unfortunately we can't play it. I refuse to say that Mind Link is unplayable, even if you don't have the influence for it. And here we're again, probably going to get like a bunch of Shadow influence in, just because the Witching Hour really does sort of tax that a little bit. I suppose we'll play Feln Banner. Don't really know what we need quite yet. Okay, so Ricano doesn't really tell us much. This could be JPS. Could be just like a general, like whatever deck. Let's Crest here. Okay, Mind Link is perfect because that sets up this Polymorph quite nicely. So it is very much on brand for me to have a 23 casting cost spell in hand. As opposed to not put us under any pressure quite yet, I'd be really happy to draw like a Rain of Frogs here. This could be the Uricano Blitz deck, in which case I feel like we're probably very dead to that. Is this just fine to leave? If everyone just like pays 3 next turn, I'm like pretty happy about that. So let's just Strategize. Don't need to turn it into a frog, don't need to Hailstorm it. Okay, Scouting Party is great. Multiple Polymorphs though? I mean, I really like Scouting Party, I don't want to give that up. Also, just makes this cost 7 less, which when it costs 21 is a big discount. I like everything in our hand, we'll just keep the Primal Sigil there. Yep. Would really be happy if our opponent just like turned, yeah, just spend this turn just like putting power into play. That's more than fine with me. Okay, well, I suppose Polymorph actually, we're 2 away from our opponent having the 6 justice required, so we can hang fire here. Opponent might play something that's worth Hailstorming. If we draw no power, maybe we can just like Polymorph plus Hailstorm. That'd be pretty good. Oh boy, our opponent's playing Sealed Writ, so they're probably actually just trying to kill us. Okay, so Rizan's a big boy. Oh, Witching Hour, rats. let's just turn this into a frog, and then we'll just play a frog just to block it. Also, making our Witching Hours cost a little bit less. They're not very playable right now because we do only have 4 shadow. I think maybe I should have kept the power, but I think at this point, yeah, probably going to have to Hailstorm here. Well, not taking damage. That seems nonsense. Cool. So I've got a Crest Cunning here as well, which is nice for us. Yep, Wisdom is probably perfect. Let's just Hailstorm here. Opponent could have like Relentless Intervention, but only saves one of them. Okay, so it looks like it's a torch that they have. So it's not like Finest Hour or anything like that. Because I think in that position you probably do save your unit. Just like a Naked Tilt would be pretty good for us here, just turn it into a frog. Winchester Merchant, opponent could potentially get Igin's Choice here. Well, let's get Scouting Party. It's just max greed. Notice all these go down to cost 11 now. 13. Yeah, it's only 4. For some reason I was thinking that Scouting Party just put like 6 Yetis into play, and I wish that's what it did. Don't kill my Yetis. Okay, this I am fine with. We're only going to get to like 1 card. The Icaria. Ouch. Well, we need to draw something for that. Let's Wisdom Elders. Okay, so well, we're in trouble now. We do get to turn Silk Frog next turn, which is probably fine. I grow. I was just like not afraid whatsoever. Runehammer's fine. We're going to get to kill that Android card, which is pretty much what we do want to be here. Oh, silenced. It's awful for us. Rain of Frogs is probably a little bit too late here, actually. Let's polymorph this. And we can't do too much, but let's turn this into just a 2-1. Play this. Hammer does get to kill this, deals us 2. But then we should be able to play our Witching Hour next turn anyway. We draw a power, or... Oh boy. Well, Harshul also good. 13-13 Whirling Duo. I probably was not messing around. Okay, you got it, Tiger. Hope that was their Master's game, because it was a little bit epic from us. Okay, so we have a little bit of interaction here with Sabotages. Got Crest to sort of manipulate our hand, but I think it's honestly just not good enough. Do need to redraw that. Yes, this is much better. Get to have Mind Link and Wisdom of the Elders, so we should be able to dig pretty deep here. Let's go against Rakana, but we do have a Hailstorm here, which is probably good against that kind of deck. Unless this is just like a straight cookbook deck. Oh boy. Ooh. Well, guess we are going to be pretty dead to this, but hopefully we can sort of keep up in terms of cards for our Mind Link. Playing against Bar could be rough though. Well, got this double farm, so we're going to be able to draw some cards with this Mind Link at least. So generally, what's double farm not the most exciting of cards to be using? Just because it does leave our opponent with the threat still in play. We could just Wisdom here, case find a Crest. Cool, let's just get the Found Banner down, and then next turn, probably just going to play the Cobalt Waystone, just so it at least ties up our opponent's power if they do want to be trying to bar our Mind Link away. But considering it's like no threat to them whatsoever right now, maybe they just don't need to do that. I'm not sure what the one time before. Maybe they're looking for a... Actually, yeah, we're going to Crest Cunning here. Just seems better than having the Aegis right now. Set ourselves up with Scouting Party. Could very well just get swept by a Harsh Roll. Yeah, but I suppose just a kook in the books here. So I'm going to imagine that it's very likely that they do have something like a harsh rule here, but I'm sort of hoping this is just like a really slow draw off a... Okay, so it looks like they don't have anything. Okay, so they played Seek Power and they did play a Shadow Source. Huh. I guess that's how this deck wins, and just play Scouting Party and people get flashbacks to 2016. Okay, well, I've got realistically got 3 power here. I've got Strategize and Scouting Party, I've got Sabotage as well, so I think we'll keep this. Although I probably will put a power on top if we see it with a Crest. So let's take a look. Our Mind Link will get kept on top. So I will keep Hailstorm. If it's good, generally Hailstorm's just like lights out whenever it's good. Okay, so Xenon deck, so Hailstorm's probably not very good. Do we just... Okay, so we've got a couple of decisions here. We just like to Sabotage here. I don't think we really need to, so I think I'll probably just Strategize here. Then next turn, you know, maybe we can set something up with like Vara's plus Sabotage. So it's just like boot Hailstorm away. Hailstorm's of course good against like Azindel because it just wipes all the little things, but you can just like, if you just feed in time the Azindel, you're probably in okay shape there. Okay, so as far as favour, probably not presenting us anything like a Trailmaker, so let's just Sabo here. So we've got Seek Power plus 2 torches. They've just petitioned, so I think we don't actually care about torch though. I mean, it kills like 2 of our scouting parties, but it's fine. He's still just like basically putting his well-head on card, so let's just take Seek Power here. Hoping it could at least attack our opponent's power base a little bit here. I suppose we're going to Strategize. Probably going to tuck the Hailstorm again. So our opponent's deck is probably full of things like Sandstorm Titan and Heart of the Vault, so once you've got rid of like the first Hailstorm, the second one's probably not going to do very much. Wisdom seems good. Should be able to keep for our opponent. Like if they do have like a cookbook or something, should be able to try and keep up in cards. It is generally not going to happen for the most part, but yep. So our opponent's probably going to go fetch a power with this. They can fetch Gift, but I think that's probably a little bit greedy in this instance, at least. So just having to wait forever because our opponent's got a fast spell. Well, they've got 2 torches. Maybe we should be discarding them so our opponent doesn't get to do anything cool with them. Yeah, we should be fine drawing like the additional source just because we do have the Mind Link here. So our opponent does have access to banish. So Mind Link, I think we probably want to play it in like a similar turn to when we're doing something that is a transformational effect. I don't just want to get our Mind Link just banished. So next turn, we're just going to play Scouting Party here. There we go. Basically unlocked the combination here because with Vara's Favour, which are going to both make our Witching Hour cost 1 less and give us the 6 Shadow Source, but it's also going to kill our opponent's blocker here. So they are going to use 2 torches here just to kill 2 of our Yetis. That's fine. I'm just going to probably favour this if they play like a big thing and just feed in time it. Not even scared. Guess they've left it on top, so must be something spooky for us, but let's Vara's favour this little dude now. A space for the Yeti boys. I believe this card used to cost like 5. Just like, what's ever fair? Oh yeah, more Scouting Parties. Get in there. Don't think we need to draw more cards right yet. So let's just play the Mind Link because I suspect that opponent's going to put some big boy into play. We're just going to turn it into a pig and then, oh yes. Yep, you draw a card, but we're going to draw a 2-2. Taste it. Yep, just play the Feln banner, why not? Well, actually, we should probably keep that for... I don't know. I was thinking about keeping that for a Azindaddy, but what's the point? Let's just give our opponent the business for 2 here. And actually, we're just going to Wisdom rather than playing a piggy. This is fine. Obviously, 2-6 is very good against our strategy of just trying to hit our opponent with a 1-1-10, but that's fine. We'll turn into a frog and then just get in there. Give our opponent the real beatdown. Love the artwork on this. This is such a dude. We'll get to sort of do it all here. So let's turn this into a frog. Boop. Get to attack it. Maybe our opponent blocks. Oh yes, even better. In which case, we get to play frog for free. And play Scouting Party. And given our opponent doesn't have anything like Black Sky Harbinger or maybe they've got like Devastating Setback, which could get us, but they shouldn't really have a good way of being able to sweep up our little dude here, so we should be able to draw a million cards, hopefully draw into our Witching Hour, and then that should be pretty good. So maybe they're going to get As and Daddy here, maybe they're going to get Gift. Gift seems a little bit late because we're just like a million power, so we can play whatever we get. Rindra choice. Actually, let us... We're going to get in for a million first, and then we're just going to Rain of Frogs our opponent. Because whatever we got from the market is in hand, so we'll just boop it. Okay, just like the combo as well. So if our opponent's got something else other than Gift, we still get to Waystone. Let's just take... Pardon me. Red Frogs, yep, so they got Gift. We're just going to frog it. They were going to be dead. So, this deck is certainly sweet when it gets going. Oh, there we go, against the big yachts. Well, they're not going to know what's hit them, because we're going to be... Yeah, we'll keep this because it's got loads of mind links. And Rain of Frogs as well. So I know the yacht will be really excited to play against not only... let's try to find like a underplate power here. Bronze Favor's sort of fine. If you're still playing that like aggressive Recano deck, then that's probably good. If it's not, it's just something else we can just trade away with the Gen of Merchants. Oh, Praxis. Maybe there's going to be like some little power darks that we can boot with Vara's Favor. So hopefully there's no bot. Oh, this deck. Rats. We're probably pretty dead to this. But hopefully we get to just do some cool stuff with like Gen of Merchant. Oh yes. Get Mind Link. Get Rain of Frogs. Tasty. And then we get to get another Rain of Frogs. Oh yeah. Just draw so many cards. Plus power base is going to be absolutely fantastic with Petition and Seek Power though. And Polymorph, well, we probably don't need like millions of Vara's Favors, so let's just grab Mind Link. They're not going to know what's in. Maybe we should actually just do like a speculative Rain of Frogs first to make sure there's no banishes. Boring. Sacrifice that. Vara's Favor. Yeah, we'll just boop him. Boop. If they banish this, it sucks, but like, whatever, what can you do? Yep, you've got a dead big Vara, but hopefully we get to do something a little bit spicy. Just like Vara's Favor again, just to keep hitting our power drops. No reason not to, really. So what is our side looking like it? Now let's take a Snipping Tool. So with Sandstorm Titan, if we take this, we get to draw 2 cards. So I'm probably going to do that. So let's do that. Boop. Also, they're a lot of pressure, so let's get rid of them. They're probably just going to turn this Vara into a frog, but we also have 7 next turn, so we could just yeah, block that, like whatever. Yeah, I think actually now our opponent's gone to the market, we're just going to get some more Rain of Frogs. Let's go, yeah. Just properly go for it. The dream would just be to actually just draw Rain of Frogs. That'd be actually delicious. Don't be getting Destruction, don't be killing all my fun. I'm probably actually just absolutely dead to this deck just because it's got a bunch of like powerful threats in it. But they've all got In Cold Blood that we know of now. They've all got one copy of that. Cool, so playing out the little dude we know. Let us beep off the Seek Power, go and grab Rain of Frogs. Play Rain of Frogs. See what they got to own us with. Is this Banish? Okay, so they got In Cold Blood. That's interesting. Yep, I'll take that. Just draw more. Now, if we ever draw like another Rain of Frogs, we get to draw so many cards. So now we just know they've got a torch. So I'll close my slipping tool. Okay, so attacking with the frog is pretty good for us. So torch does get to blow us out reasonably, so let's just do this. So we can't really block the 3/4 realistically. So what have we got in here that's good left? I suppose we could get Rindra's Choice just because it will deal with an Azendel, but still a Black Sky Harbinger realistically, so. There's a frog. And then I suppose we can just like strategize. Realistically for free here. I can also just like put the frog away if we want, but probably going to be putting away the Cobalt Waystone because it's not going to do very much in the way of anything. So change of plan, just get rid of the Crest Cunning. Going to play this, it's going to do very little, just be an undepleted power. And then we will just get to Wisdom of the Elders. So maybe, you know, we're in for Chancer. So you're saying there's a chance to start deck? I'm sort of fine just taking free here. I put us at 1,000,000 life. Play Glitch Camp just like ambushing Azendel. Oh yes. Oh yes, more Rain of Frogs. I'm just going to draw out so many cards, it's going to be absurd. Let's get my Slipping Tool ready. See, if we transform these frogs, we just get to draw like a full hand of cards, so we sort of have to do it. So let's just take the snip first. So there is an Azendel, we do need to be sort of a little bit concerned there, but I will just go and grab a Rindra's Choice, so it's not too much of a problem. But my point is to see that we get to put like 1,000,000 frogs into play. Oh yes. And then, does everyone else want to do? Yeah, strategize, why not? And this is... let's get rid of Feln Ban, I don't need that. I'll just sit here. Probably next time I'm going to grab our Rindra's Choice just to keep ourselves pretty well insulated. Probably should have actually taken Azendel, but that's fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll probably do this for a torch. Just gang block Vara forever, I guess. So we need like 2 removal spells to get through this. We'll still have some frogs left over. And this is Scrumdiddlyumptious. Oh yes, we're going to get to Polymorph a Azendel as well. Let's get Rindra's Choice. Just deals with Azendaddy the best, and I suppose we'll just go and party. I don't want to party though because then we'll get booped. We'll party next turn after we killed Azendel. We're probably in good shape there. So we get to line up blocks in ways that we like, I think. Yeah, stuff like 3 frogs, why not? Got me. Yeah, we'll pass the turn. There's no reason to do anything right now. I just wanted to play the Azendale, go to attack, and then we get to... Oh yes, get to do some piggies. But we can play Scouting Party and have backup for for the Azendale as well, so it's kind of nice. The opponent can't really attack in here at all. But this is it. We're in dumpster turn masters. Why not just like have the fun games that go on forever? Let's go and draw some cards. Well, I get to draw 1 card, but get rid of those little froggies. But just keep this Rindra's Choice just to deal with that Azendale. We've got a long way to go to actually try and kill our opponent though. Actually, I'm not even gonna Rindra's this, I'm just gonna turn it into a pig. It's like, beep, gotcha. Try and draw 2 cards, and then probably just gonna play some piggies. So the no box there makes me feel like they've got another one. Ah. Well, let's play Mind Link, I guess. $30 million of pigs, do we? Whoop. I'm so sorry. I have to jump in the stream now and see what that was like from the other end. Okay, well this hand looks good. We've got Mind Link and Wisdom Elders, you know, so if Mind Link's not good, we get to draw some cards that hopefully are good, but having sort of like the Feln duels there is pretty good for us because they've got the double Primal we need, and also just like we're up to 4 shadows already, so we do need 6 shadows to play Witching Hour. Right, roll. We playing against like FGS or something. I probably just hates fun. We've not got much in the way of actually transform effects outside of feeding time, but it's a reasonable curve, you know. Mind Link into kill your thing, draw a pig or a frog or whatever it is. But Mind Link to start off with. Hopefully we don't just get banished here, and our opponent just like plays like kind of some sort of threat. So hopefully this is the same deck that Yacht was playing in the other game. Well, nothing for me to do here, just going to hold up Wisdom. Speak our opponent out, make think we've got the Unseal or something. I mean, I assume as soon as we tap up a Wisdom, if they've got a banish, we'd banish our thing, just to stop us getting anywhere with it. But the Sandstorm Titan's great. Quite happy just to Wisdom here. Sadly we can't Poaching Drake that for any sort of value, so it's just a Vara's favour, no thank you. Let's just turn it into a little piglet. There we go. Basically balanced feeding time, not feeding time, the other one, in Cold Blood, where instead of my opponent discard a card, I get to draw a card. Well, you know, that's sort of fine. We just played like a 5 power 2/2, so it's not the best. But actually, let's play Scouting Party. Opponent should be able to play anything too exciting to deal with this. Generally, the cards in their deck are going to be quite expensive. So if they just play like, I don't know, a merchant or something, I'll just turn it into a thing for no reason. Just turn it from a 2/1 into a 2/1. without Deadly, because that's definitely a good strategy for our little 1/1s. I don't want whatever this guy's holding to get on them. I think we just slam, don't we? This thing's gonna die. I'm gonna assume the opponent's not got like ways of rebuying this. Just like not too fussed. Okay, so they're keeping the thing in play maybe because they trying to build towards Azendel. Well, we've got a reasonable answer to Azendel here. But let us Sabotage and see what they're up to. Okay, so we've got Azendel's Gift. Right. Stop getting that against me. Anyway, it's probably quite good. But I'll just keep Poaching Drakes. Poaching Drake's good. Let's get rid of them. Get rid of them. And then I guess we'll just sort of like hold up Wisdom Elders. Yeah, Muskasina's fine. That's going to get turned into a frog. Like, fine, take me 2. Gonna win this race. Oh, cool. It's got like multiple frogs, so yeah, get frogged. I suppose we're gonna put the old aggro beat down here. But could play. Okay, cool. So they traded there, so they did not get Azendel in hand. I think if you've got Azendel, you just like snap off. I mean, I don't really mind being Azendelled because like my cards aren't very good. So if my opponent wants to take some, like, more than welcome. Let's just turn this into a 2/1, just so we can block it. So if our opponent does make Azendel, like just like plays it undepleted power into Azendel, we still get to block this, don't lose our dude. And then we've got like enough time to just be able to turn Azendel into a frog. Yep, so we could go for Mind Link here, but I think we're just going to keep ourselves safe from a second Azendel. And let's get in with the team. Our opponent does well this. I mean, we could have gone for like Rain of Frogs or something, but basically we just need to deal with that Azendel. But right here, just going to attack in. Maybe I'll probably make some trades, maybe they don't really care, but I think I'm just going to get the sort of like the Rindra's Choice, just to protect ourselves from an additional Azendel here. I was probably thinking, like, if they've got an Azendel, I've got like a draw to an Azendel. Maybe they just don't make any blocks here, which is also fine with me because we've got 7 and then they're like a pretty quick clock, like 3 turns or something. So opponent obviously thinking here. While our opponent's tanking, I've dropped out of the top 10, as you may notice, and I'm floating around like something. I've been up and down between like 200 and 500 over the past couple of days, but I'm just feeling a lot more better for it, to be honest. I get to play decks like this, which are just sweet, because recording casual was sort of awful, to be honest, and recording ranked is just so much better because people just don't scoop. Like, our opponent's pretty dead here, but they're not going to scoop. We're going to get like an actual game out of it, and you know, they get to, if they have like an Azendel or like they're able to chain some stuff, then they're going to have a comeback. And that just makes it a much more interesting game to watch, I think. I think given the no blocks, we definitely just snap off here. We're just going to grab Rindra's Choice. It's like 100%. Okay, so I probably was roping here because I think they've had enough. This would be pretty sad for them if this was like their like 99-point game. And I'm just sat here with Mind Link just gatekeeping them. That'd be pretty awful, but yeah, take me 2, that's fine. Huh, we block that one? Nah, we're just going to attack for everything in our team. In Gold Blood? Well, what can Rindra's Choice do here? Kill an enemy unit with more than 1 faction, or negate an enemy soul with more than 1 faction. There isn't any. Unless this is still counting, like, what can it target? Oh, these are... Okay, okay. Just didn't even consider these to have like a faction identity whatsoever. But yeah, this is fine. Just a boop with all the duderinos. Probably could have turned this into a goat, but really, this kind of doesn't matter. Because whatever it blocks, it kills anyway. So I'll turn it into a goat. Just doesn't really do anything, because I just don't think that opponent's got that much in the way of actual like void recursion. I think they just play like 4 Azendels between like the main and side, and that's like a lot. And then we can play quite a lot of stuff here actually. So let's just turn this so it's no longer unblockable. but we come down, block it with the Drake, and we'll play a pig. Yep. I played the Pyro out. Probably shouldn't have because we could use it with like Strategize, but I think we're at the point where we could just like Strategize away this Hailstorm. Okay, so cool. So now our opponent's only going for the one. I suppose they couldn't really have got in with the goats anyway. Let's Strategize again, see what we find. Would quite like a... Oh boy. Let's boop this Shadow Sigil out of here. Let's just run for example, see what we're up to. Quarry, get out of here. Just crack in here. Grabbing the Quarry there is probably quite good because it stops our opponent from being able to do anything a little bit too exciting here. Okay, so trading off like the Halichi with the pig, that's sort of fine. Our opponent's a 4, so they do need to find something, some amount of excitement. And Shadow Sigil can get on the bottom here. So hopefully our opponent doesn't just like, in cold blood, where'd that come from? Just like snaps it off the top. Well, waste another frog. What do we draw here? Witching Hour. Boop. Yep, so the snap block. We just Hailstorm because we're not dealing with this. It's like, nope. Play some Witching Hour. I feel so sorry for my opponent. They're just like on the master's grind. Like D1 must be like 99 points or something, and they're just like playing against this absolute monstrosity of a deck. What does Ishkoff say? Some are born to rule. You know, thank God for me. Okay, well, we don't have a Mind Link. That looks sort of okay though. Scouting Party is a while away, but yeah, we should probably redraw this, shouldn't we? Because just like mono, not really very good 4-drops. Yes, it's probably fine. We do realistically need another Primal source. We against this like Dagger deck again. Let's just Sabotage here. So Annihilate, Banish, Petition. I'm probably just going to take the Banish here, just because we are going to try and get let's strike through that. We're going to try and get our Mind Link sorted with the Genov Merchant. Okay, so this is like a sort of mass control deck, so maybe I should get Rain of Frogs here. But generally, it's a little bit more fun to get. Maybe just Wisdom actually. Oh boy. Okay, so it's the 4 faction JPS deck. Okay, well, in that case, I will probably go Rain of Frogs because we don't have any transform effects anyway. We've just got like Wisdom Elders, just to sort of try and slow down whatever our opponent's up to. Because if we're able to get something like, we're probably not going to get Bar here. Not Bar, the other one, Cookbook. Yeah, Strip Power anyway, so feeling pretty good. Just crunch our opponent for 3 points of damage. Pretty sure opponent's not got iron. This is definitely just the deck that Grimfam was playing. We just took FJS and just made it better. Okay, so Tinker Drone Dropper, that's quite the spicy technology. Let's take a look. That's also really aggressive, like power base. Given that we're 4 faction, just playing like FFJJ is pretty aggressive. I mean, there's actually not much we can do about that. So Resent costs 6, Annihilate's like whatever, Hashwells, whatever, so not taking them. So it's probably between like Vara and Tinker. I'll probably take Vara just because I can block it. I mean, I took Vara now anyway. What happened? Did it turn into a frog? I didn't see the animation. We broke the game. I suppose we'll see if our opponent plays a frog here or not. Yeah, okay, cool. So I'm going to attack here. If our opponent blocks, we're just going to make a Hailstorm. This is like the most obvious Hailstorm ever, but that's just fine. It's like a reasonable race that we should be okay. So I think I'm actually just going to Crest here. Try and find something a little bit more exciting. Yeah, Polymorph's good, because we will get to turn this down. We also get to like Wisdom first. So I'll put Mixed Gradin. Okay, so probably going to go Cookbook now. I'm going to assume that like the Cookbook match is probably pretty rough once everyone's got a book in play. Do we just Wisdom? I think we do. So we've got something else. Yeah, I suppose so. Let's make a Mind Link. Just tap it, block whatever here. Just don't really care. We have to be mindful that opponent does have a harsh rule, so our Scouting Pie isn't as safe as you'd think. And okay, so Stat Maiden's fine, I guess. I'm just not going to block here because I'll just Polymorph this and then Hailstorm. That's probably fine. I'm actually pretty happy that that's what our opponent got. So I think that we probably won't be outvaluing a... Well, may as well go for the free damage here, I guess. But we could just trade off. Seems fair. Hailstorm seems less exciting now, though, actually. Yeah, let's play Frog. Getting the Scouting Pie isn't too bad for us, really, because the harsh rule dealt with that anyway. I suppose our opponent just didn't want to harsh rule this board. Guess Polymorphing this. Our opponent's still got a Rizan, which, you know, is still reasonable. Let's just sweep this up, just be under no pressure. Not going to play the Frog, I don't think, because it just gives... I suppose maybe I should have played the Frog, just it gains us free life against this Rizan that's about to be popping down. Yeah, we're in some rough shape here. Yeah, feeding time's good though. Okay, cool. So, got some amount of clock in play now. Our opponent has got... I have a Harsh Rule or Annihilate here, but I'm not too sure. But no point to play any more power here, so... Just to update the old snipping tool. Okay, well, they've got something else now. It's got neither of that. Let's Rain of Frogs this and see where it is. Rizan, yep, just get rid of all that. Cool, get to draw some cards now. Maybe two? Just one, okay. Well, I've got a reasonable board against the Ixton Merchant here. Got some blocks lined up. Yep, Banish is fine. Mind Link's probably done a job at this point. Just let the opponent pick what they want to do. There's just a Frog in hand, so that merchant dies. Long road to cracking our opponent down. Maybe we lose this race, just like Froggo or Froggo. Is there much that our opponent could play? I suppose we're just turning this into a thing. This is a May, isn't it? May. I could have skipped that, but that's probably fine. Still have like two different ways of blocking this. It's sort of irrelevant whether this is a 2-1 or a 1-1 because we're still going to get blocked. Cool, Strategize, that's the sort of thing we're looking for. Feeding time, not quite. So I'm happy to sit like this. We'll get to feeding time, whatever they play is like a follow-up. And we're going to just block this, just like... Okay, well, no reason to play anything, I guess. I suppose we're just looking for something that we'll be able to take over the game with, like a Witching Hour, because we already know that our opponent doesn't have the Harsh Rule anymore, because we must have put it in the market. Cool. So we get to play Scouting Party here, and I think that I'm actually just not above feeding time in this, just so we get to draw 4 cards. But we know that our opponent can't play a... Maybe this is a Harsh Rule now. Maybe there's like drawn one. Yeah, so they drew a Harsh Rule. Not too much we can do about that. We're at 5, so we had attacking Akari, but ooh, which you know, there we go. This should have us pretty safe though, which you know does some work. Because just like 16 points of power you gain 4, and there's just like a killer there as well. Ability killer's not quite as exciting here because you don't have Rizans to be able to gobble up, but Desert Marshal, cool. Probably going to be gobbling up the lifesteal one. Yeah. But we still get to kill this and then like get in for 12 and then they're dead the next turn. Oh, stupid Grenadine. Let's strategize and see what we find. Could actually just Hailstorm here and just get in. I think that's what we'll do. We get to preserve our killer effect then, and then we've got like 2 removal spells realistically to be able to get in for the additional 8 points of damage. And that should be a wrap. Yeah, Port's just not got the other harsh rule, fortunately for us. So off to the deck tech, I guess. Okay, so there we have it. And again, we're sort of like that space with a Mind Link deck where it's probably just sweet rather than good. I think I was going to... I played what? 7 or 8 games? I was going to edit it down, just show the good ones, like the ones that things happened in, and it wasn't just like general mid-ranged Feln deck that probably got there between like Scouting Party and Witching Hour, or like just completely lost because I probably played like an Oni Ronin. But yeah, this deck's cool. Probably wouldn't recommend crafting it, but if you do have the Mind Links and the maybe the Witching Hours, it's pretty cheap to craft after that because it's just like stuff that you should probably own anyway. It's like feeding time as a rain frogs. But yeah, deck's cool. Not too much to say about it. Thanks for watching. I've been that resolves. I'll see you around.